Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. I know, I haven't been on. I was trying to go live, but it's so much going on here. It's a lot of people here. So, I'm not going live because it'll be a lot of disruption. So, I hope all is well with you. I hope you are having a great Friday night. I am proud of myself. I just got through another course, and there you have it. So, we have vows and we have spiritual connection. You are in a connection, or somebody is saying, doing something in regards to some type of commitment, promises, or being fidelity, or the spiritual connection is deep love, soulmates, and unity and intimacy is at the bottom. I'll pull a few more cards to see what else comes out. Running, ghosting, disappearing, and invisible. So probably in the past, this is what you were dealing with, but somebody realized that this is a spiritual connection, and now they're turning around and they're clinging, holding on to you. So and infatuated by you because you bring peace and balance, and they realize that you're a friend, and they're longing for that energy. So the clinging is what they're doing now. You could have removed your energy from this person, place, thing, or a situation, but somebody is longing for your love. Yeah, lust is all here. So something about past energies is where people are realizing that they might have made a mistake in the past, or they feel some kind of way. Hold on. I'm cutting this other light on because it's brighter and I don't like this light that's right by me. So yeah, that is what the case is. And so remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If this isn't for you, then it's not for you. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you're working on it, yellow hearts if you got my six, if you just rock with me, whether this resonates or not. I really appreciate all of you guys. I love you guys. Yeah, there you have it. So this is what you are going through. This is from the messages of the heart. That's what this called, the untold truths of the heart. Sorry about that. So, yeah, that is what this is. What this card deck is about. It's the untold truths of the heart, and so we will pull from the archetype deck. But this is the archetype deck that I used to use. I think this was not the first one. This is the second archetype deck. I don't actually know where my first archetype deck is. All of my cards are placed opposite sex, opposite opposite sex, and then we have Virgo out here. So you could be dealing with a Virgo of the opposite sex. It says Virgo, humble, methodological, responsible, kind, easily stressed when intense situations, critical and judgmental at times. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, somebody who became a friend of me, and that's the reason why you are no longer in their energy. And it says witty. They could have been witty at times, but the sex, it was good. So it was sexual energy, but they were non-committal. It says that right here with the lust card. It says that they're non-committal and very there was a lot of intensity when it came to the situation, but at some point you guys were able to laugh and be witty, but that turned into a frenemy. So now here it is. They're clinging on to the past energy, and now they're willing to, or they're ready to commit. And they realize that they feel like maybe you are their soulmate, and they have some kind of deep love and a unity with you because the past energy they were running and chasing and avoiding the situation. So that's just kind of how I see that. Let me go ahead and pull from the messages of the heart, or the messengers of the heart. I haven't used this card deck in a while. I was sitting there thinking about it because I've been pulling out all of my other card decks and I haven't used this one. So there you have it. I'm going to go ahead and use this one to see what comes out. But this is somebody of the opposite sex, sexual union. See, this is very lusty when it comes to the situation with this Virgo or Virgo type energy. Remember, the Virgo, excuse me, the Virgo energy is hermit energy. So the bottom of the deck is beauty and grace. It says they find you extremely beautiful, but your beauty could be driving a fast car, but your beauty intimidates them. They think someone else is more deserving. So there that's the reason why they felt some type of way, and now they're infatuated, realizing that they don't want you to be with somebody else, and that you guys had a spiritual connection, and so they realize that their past energies of them running in the back and forth. Look at this. They are trying to make sense of this connection, but their emotions swing back and forth between two extremes. So, again, between the lust, the wittiness, they realize that you are what they need. They're your spiritual connection, and just the way that they see you, it intimidates them. So they could not give you what you wanted. And now that you've removed your energy from them, yeah, they're realizing the spiritual connection or the deep love, love, lust, all of those things in one. You're the whole package, and they're realizing that. So you make them feel harmonious. And now that, yeah, it says past love here, aching and pinning. So now that you've removed the situation or removed yourself from the situation of the infatuation, trying to see if this is just infatuation or addiction, because it became codependent. Now, again, listen to codependent no more with Melody Beattie. It's not the other person that's codependent. They're codependent on you, but you're codependent on them to give you their energy in order to fix and try to help. Respectfully, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're learning who we are, but in the process of that, this person becomes your frenemy. And then it says sexual union. Their greatest sex memory is with you, but it's more than just sex. It's their memory of feeling so close to you. So again, this is what is happening when it comes to this energy. This person feels like, they're going into hermit mode. Virgo, it's card of Virgo. They're going into hermit mode to try to really see the grasp that you have on them because you scare them. Something it's like I almost sang Beauty and the Beast. There's something there that wasn't there before. It always has been there. You saw it. They just didn't because they had to open up and to really see what this connection was to them. And so that's just kind of how I see that when it comes to this situation. Now I'm going to pull from I think this one. No, what is this? It's not in the shadows. I can't think of the name of this deck, but this is by All Things Intuitive. I haven't used this in a while, and so I'm just trying to pull out all my card decks just to make sure that the readings are fair. It says the timing just wasn't right for us, and it says I don't react when people mention you, which is not true, and that's the reason why they're revisiting your energy, or this might be your energy. But that's not true either. I know I was a distraction from your pain. That's probably how you feel. That's why it was like a back and forth type thing. But this is the In the Shadows deck right here. I know that. And this is by All Things Intuitive. But it says the timing just wasn't right. And the sexual union. So at some point, and that's the reason why they're saying that they felt like it was better for you. It says they believe you deserve more. Your beauty intimidates them. They think someone else is more deserving. I guess that's what it says. And so I hope you're happy for me. So that is, I don't know whose message that's for, but again, if you're communicating with this person, you want them to be happy and hopefully they want the same thing. What did you want from me? And so that is what you're asking. Like, what did you want from me? Why are you disturbing my thing? But because they feel like, or my groove, because it feels like they intimidate you or you intimidate them, that they said it was somebody out there for them and they're asking you what you wanted with them because they're doubting this. It says, I know I was a distraction from your pain. And it says, I know we have a soul connection. So back to this spiritual connection and the soul connection. This person is now realizing that. I'm going to pull from the breakup oracle deck because you have removed your energy from them. And I'll pull from the 100 ways to win at love in the lover's journey just to see where you are. But I just believe that when it comes to this situation, they felt like, it was like when it says easily stressed when in a tense situation, critical and judgmental at times. So they couldn't accept this for what it is. So this is the breakup oracle deck, and yeah, see, that's what that means when it says when intense situations, critical and judgmental at times. So this is where it explains the self pleasure and the erase. So bottom of the deck is don't lose hope. So the universe is telling this person not to lose hope because they want to know what you really want from them, but they believe that you have a soul connection. It says, I love you. I love you more than I have ever found a way to say to you. So you scare them. You scare this person the way you make them feel. Michael Jackson, the way you make me feel. Self pleasure. I pleasure myself to your pictures I have secretly saved on my phone. So, I mean, I know a lot of Virgos, and the Virgos that I know, anyway, yeah, it's a real good sexual union, right? erased. I delete everything that you reminded me of you. That's the cocky phase until they realize what you bring to them. Then they start to hold on, obsess, and watch you. That's why they're self pleasuring. I'm just saying, respectfully, right? They go into hermit mode. They say they're not going to talk to you because it says here. I know that. Wait, where's the other one at? Where was it at? I think it's right here. Where it says, "What do you want from me?" And then it says, "I don't react when people mention your name." Yes, they do. And so that is what this hard shell is what is happening when you remove yourself, because they're saying you go and be with somebody else, and then they're realizing the unions that you're the sexual union. They're realizing the lust. They're realizing the love, the spiritual connection that you have. They realize that you're witty, all of these different things they realize, and that it makes them have adoration for you, and also some type of addiction or compulsion when it comes to you, if that makes sense. So that is where this person is at. And so what it is, oh, I hit my phone, sorry. What it is that you need to do is to just sit back and work on you. And so this is from the What's the Tea deck. Let's see what type of energy you were dealing with besides this, the messy type or the messy side when it comes to what's the tea about this person. Because again, they can have sexual connections with a lot of people, but right now they're starting to look and see that it's you that they want. Yeah. A sheeple, it says follows the crowd. So they could have at one point followed the crowd because they could have felt like it was more out there for them. YOLO. You only live once, my Drake energy, right? So they're realizing that you only live once, and they don't want to lose hope, but that you feel like, or they feel like you were betrayed, violated by intentional actions. So that's how you feel. You feel like that. And so when it says, that you don't feel a certain way when somebody mentions your name, that's the hard shell that you are trying to portray, or they're trying to portray when you guys hear about the other, vice versa. But you guys both probably are pleasuring yourself because it was a lustful, sexual, spiritual and physical and mental, not physical and mentally connecting, or relationship, like it was all of the above, and you guys both knew that, but this person was scared, you weren't, but they weren't really ready to commit. And it said that, right? The timing isn't right for us, but they followed the crowd because they felt like it was something more in that crowd. And then they realized that, you know what? No, it's not. No, it's not. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Lover's Journey deck to see what messages need to come out. But it just feels like to me that, this person is going to come back around when you least expect it, but they're holding on to you. They're pleasuring themselves. I hope you're happy for me. Yeah. See, look, the Bonnie and Clyde type thing, rebellious love. In our wildest dreams, it says rebellious love going against the grain. That's what you guys did, honoring the body, sacred sexuality, healthy boundaries. So that is what you had to do. You had to understand that the sacred sexuality, just this lust energy, you needed more than that. And that's the reason why you had to set the boundaries. And that's the reason why they got upset. Sorry, they got upset and unveiling layers. So that's what they're doing now. They went into hermit mode. Carter Virgo could be dealing with the Virgo, or just in hermit mode. It says slowly unfolding love, getting to know the soul. So again, the spiritual connections, this is just like meant when it comes to the situation, but it started with you having to honor your body and do the healthy boundaries of sacred sexuality. You had to honor yourself and let them unveil the layers of what you bring or what you mean to this connection. If that makes sense, because that is how I see it, everything when it comes to this situation, you had to like stand up for yourself and say, you know what? This person has to really see what it is that we have. And so when they say this, oh, that's what I was trying to say. I couldn't find it. But the childish type energy, I deleted everything that reminded me of you. No, you didn't. No, they didn't. They still have the pictures. That's why it says they're self-pleasuring themselves, and they're infatuated, and they're holding on and obsessive and watching you. And now they're realizing that they only live once. They're not getting anything but older, because before they were ghosting and disappearing and very invisible about their feelings. Yeah. See? And in the past, they caused you to suffer. And so with the past suffering, you were just like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. You need to grow up. You need to grow up, and I'm not going to keep explaining myself. And so, when they said the timing is not right, yeah, see, See, chemistry comes out again. The chemistry, the passion, the lust, all of these things come out because again, they're realizing that it's more than just, it's more than just sex, but it's more so the passion and everything else that the spiritual connection part and all of that, all of the above is what is just like drawing this person back to you. Yeah. So now they want to commit, again, commitment with the vows, the family, this is what they want because again, they're realizing that it's more, it's a sexual union, it's a spiritual connection. See, look, so the passion and the passion and the chemistry is right here twice, right? And the childishness is here when they are following the crowd and realizing that, you know, they erased all of the stuff. They're saying that, but it's in our wildest dreams. The spiritual connection, the running, is the past, suffering, lack, things like that. The self pleasuring is them actually, clinging and being infatuated with you, and so that is why they're saying they're playing the games like, I hope you're happy for me. I hope you're happy, and you're just like, yeah, look at this. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth energy, so that's what you could be dealing with, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because Virgo came out. So this could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but they're saying, I hope you're happy for me. And you're like, yeah, I'm always going to be happy for you. You only live once, though. Be bold, be fearless, do what you love. So you have to go do what you love. Yep. See, your ancestors for help, and that's where the spiritual connection. And in your wildest dream, you're asking people for help. So if this is who you're dealing with when it comes to the wildest dreams, you're able to do a lot with this person mentally, physically, spiritually, and sexually. But this person is holding back from what it is that you guys need to be doing. Yeah. And now they're transforming. Now they're transforming because they don't want somebody to have this much pull over them, but it's causing the transformation. Control is at the bottom of the deck. It's causing the transformation to have to happen when it comes to how this person makes you feel, and so yeah, forming structure, look at that. So the transformation is coming because they're forming structures and solid foundations, and they want to do that with you. So maybe I should put this here, well, the way it came out, so the transformation is here and they're forming the structures, and now they're asking, I hope you're happy for me, because see, the thing is that they're suffering because they're holding on to you, and you're like, I love you still, but I feel betrayed, so they have to heal, unveiling the layers right here, slowly unfolding love, getting to know the soul. And so they have to get to know themselves first before they expect for somebody to be happy. And then that is when the celebration comes through. Bottom of the deck is, yeah, stability, harmony, and flow. So you're not going with the flow anymore. You're being stable now. That's when you are setting those boundaries, the healthy boundaries and sexual boundaries, because there was disharmony, triggers, and conflict in the past. And so that's the reason why you changed it up. Let's look at all of these cards. Yeah, that's the reason why you changed it up, because again, they're going to start changing it up, but you have to make sure that this is a stable foundation for you before you turn around. Yeah, shadow side. So again, asking for assistance, they had to go through a dark night of the soul. Yep, because they felt rejected, fragmented, because you removed your energy. So this is why they're saying, I hope you're happy for me. Yeah. I just feel like this is the type of energy that you're dealing with. Limitations and fear, all of these things, the running, the rejection, the past, the limitations, the shadow side is what they had to deal with. They had to get help with that. Yeah. And there were commitments that were probably holding them back. It says until death do us part, contracts, career, and commitments. So this is card of Saturn, but they could have had contracts somewhere else to where it made them feel, let me put this here because it's self-pleasuring. I'm so tired of my goddamn neighbors upstairs. Whoever just moved in. Some people just shouldn't move in places that they share the same wall with. Anyway, so the Venus is the offer. Here it is. Yeah. So they slam their door. They're young too. So this is their first, maybe. I'm not gonna say it's their first place, but anyway, they just don't have no home training. I'm not gonna say they're young. They don't have any home training because your parents taught you not to slam doors and stomp and all this other stuff. Anyway, truth expression. So this is what they have to do. They have to tell their side of the truth, their truth. That's where the unveiling layers is at. They have to tell their side of the truth, what they really feel like. Separation, yeah, because you separated yourself from this person. And again, longing comes out right here. Where's longing at? Infatuation, clinging. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Longing is back here somewhere, right here. Here's longing right here. Longing is right there. So they're longing for your your touch, and that is where it comes with the growth at. Because where is it at? I hope you're happy. Yes, strength, empowerment, and sun. You had to grow, and the renewal comes from you asking for the universe to assist this person in this growing. I gotta be the one is on by I Gotta Be is on by Jagged Edge. So this is the evolution of the soul. This person is evolving. You have evolved, and they're no longer following the crowd. When they said the playing games, like they've erased all this energy and all this other stuff from you, and the timing just wasn't right. That was because they weren't willing to grow until they start unveiling the layers, and you literally set sexual, sacred boundaries and healthy boundaries with them, And so here it is, the true love, experiencing true love in your life, being in a loving long term union, a selfless and unconditional love. You read that right there. Oh, you can't see it. Love never fails. But a selfless and unconditional love is what you have for this person, this Virgo or air or earth energy, or a person with earth in their chart. Life path number 6, caring, loving, loyal, understanding, good at motivating others, strong desires to love and be loved. So that's all you wanted, was to love and to be loved. And so it says breaking contracts. So again, this is what they're doing because you're making them change. You're changing the narrative. It says contract stopped serving your growth. It says contract stop serving your growth, freeing yourself from a soul contract, altering your divine blueprint. So again, you've altered that because they don't care about the debts anymore. They don't care about the commitments, the contracts. They don't care about any of that no more. They're breaking free from that energy. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's where, because they realize that their triggers, their conflict, and the disharmony didn't come from you. It never came from you. And so with it not coming from you, they have to see things in a different light now, and that's what's causing them to be empowered. And it says that good at motivating others, caring, loving, loyal, understanding. They see everything about you and they understand. It's a true love. And so that is when it comes to the growth, they don't care about, anything. They care about the transformation. They want the offer now. They're forming stable foundations. They want a commitment. They want family vows. They want to offer you because they feel like, they want to offer you gifts in abundance because they feel like you're the true love. You know it, but it takes for them. This is I forget what these kind of cards are called, because I'm having a brain freeze. But anyway, let's pull. I can't even think of the name of the cards. What are they called? Lenormand deck. Is this Lenormand? I think so. But anyway, I don't ever use this. Yep, they were a false person, and because they were following all of these different people, so, or they were dealing with the false person because that's where it could be the contract and the till debt do its part, because they were dealing with the false person. And then it comes out with, yeah, courthouse again. Yep. Until debt do its part. So they were dealing with the false person. So they could have been married, but they're like, I don't care about what's holding this situation back, because card number 23 and card number 8, those could mean something to you, but they don't care about that anymore. They're ending the situation when it comes to, realizing that you are the true love. You made them strong. You empowered them for change or to even see things in a different light. And that is where they love that about you. Yeah, lovers. I just said love that about you. And so card number 15, lovers, Gemini energy, there's sudden wealth there. There's marriage. There's endings. Yeah, because this here, they don't care. You are the privileged lady. They're changing the way they do things. They've been thinking about it. Card number 16. And yeah, there's going to be a message. There's going to be a great fortune twice, sudden wealth, great fortune. There's a pathway towards you, a wealthy man, yes. And you're not going to struggle anymore like you did. And the occupation. So, or maybe this had to do, oh, I think so. Maybe this had to do with your occupation or the occupation, because, see, this probably had to do with the occupation of the other person. You know how people say cheaper to keeper? And so when it says till debt do its part, but now they're realizing that enough is enough. Contract, careers, excuse me, careers and commitment, and they're realizing. So the job, they're saying, oh, this other person is saying, oh, I don't have money to do this, and they're like, get a better job, and the judge is finally on their side. And so because courthouse comes out, so I feel like this is what was stopping them, and it was causing them to be sick and to feel like they were in jail anyway it goes. So they might as well go ahead and take and get help from the community. Maybe they have a community lawyer or a family lawyer, right? Could be a family lawyer, but the family room is what they want, but they have to share it with a child and a mature person, and then become the main person, the main male. Does you see what I'm saying? Because it's not about the money. It's they're tired of dealing with false people, people that lie about their income, lie about why they need this, and there's going to be unexpected income once they decide this because they have been struggling too long. Card number 37, struggling or, in poverty about this situation, going broke behind it because and that's where the concerns came in out because they had to realize that a mature person is not going to let this stop them from being with someone that they love. And then they're going to send the messages out and take a journey towards you and move forward. Yep, the house is here. So, and your expectations are going to change. And there's the official person, the person who will marry you, not the judge. But there's distant horizons in the future. So they're coming towards you when it comes to this main female. And they're going to give you the gift back to where we started, the gift because they were in despair and they honor you, high honor. So that was all the cards there. So it just lets you know that this is what's on this person's mind. They're breaking the contracts of, look at that, because it's all right here. They're breaking the contracts of, the debt that is holding on with this false person. See? And that's what was holding them back. They're breaking the contracts. The judge, they're at the courthouse. The judge is looking at her. If you look at these cards, and I'm all for, I'm all for people getting the assistance that they need when it comes to children. But I think this was a little bit more than that. It was making a guilt trip. That's how it feels like. It was like a guilt trip. We haven't even pulled tarot, but it was like a guilt trip when it came to how somebody was saying they're not going to be able to afford and they need to be together or cheaper to keep her. Like all of those things when it came to how this person saw things and was trying to do things for the sake of the child, but they're not letting that stop them. And so that's just kind of how I see that. Now, I guess because we're already here, I'm a pull tarot. I think I had enough or I said enough when it comes to the situation, but something was stopping this person or stopping you from leaving, that whole thing of not wanting to move forward because of what ifs, but true love will have you look at things in a different light and give you the strength that you didn't feel like you ever had. It'll give you the strength that you felt like you never would have and quit playing games. And so that is when it comes to the offer and the transformation with the lover's energy being here, So I'm going to go ahead and pull tarot to see. Yeah, see, you set boundaries. You set boundaries. You were not sure about it, but you turned around and set boundaries for this situation so that you could see and be grateful for this love or whatever is coming towards you. But that took for you to have a realization. That took for you to have a realization that, you know what, sometimes life isn't always about money. And that's what some people feel. Yeah. See, you weren't taking on anybody's burdens anymore. It's not always about money and it's not always about what's causing you insecure energy or what can make you have the insight and knowledge, but it's causing you to have more hatred than anything else in your heart for this person and to rethink and to be malicious when it comes to certain things. And so that is how you felt when it comes to this situation. Yeah, you were impatient too long. You've been patient too long. And so when it comes to being patient, you're just like, you know what? I'm over this. I'm over it. Like if you can't, yep, I've been given to this situation wholeheartedly and I haven't why can't I talk? I haven't expected to receive the same myself. And now I have clarity with the Page of Swords energy. I have to go after the things that I want now. And so it has nothing to do with how somebody else feels. I was holding on and I was patient. Now this person is holding on to you. You have confidence. Here it is. You have confidence with the Queen of Wands energy. Also, yeah, you planted the seed for yourself. And then the Lover's card, you're doing what makes your heart happy. Card of Gemini, right? Lover's card comes out twice, but you're just like, you know what? I'm over this situation because, now this person needed to get a healing for their soul, Kelly Price, right? And see things like don't let money control you, don't let people control you, toxic energies control you. You know, this person had to realize that those things were controlling them, and they had to finally say enough is enough, because no matter the situation, star energy you find yourself in, there is always hope. Have faith, be optimistic, and focus on self care. They had to focus on self care because they realized that, you know what, you are the true love in the situations that they've got their self in, whether the debts, the contracts, the marriage, the kids, whatever it is, they have to be tough, be ambitious, know what they want, and go after it in a single-minded determination. You is on by Jacquees. Um, yeah. See, and this is for them to have their rewards, their happiness, you know, their great love and their success, and also to get away from the conflict. Five of Swords, Five of Wands energy. So that is just where this person is when it comes to this situation. You know, they're not letting anything else stop them from being with you. And so, justice, again, court energy, but this came out unsure. They were unsure about how they would, the consequences of their actions or what they decide to do in the courthouse would happen. They were unsure about that. But again, let's go back to these cards here. These cards here say exactly why they were unsure, because they knew this person was full of shit, but they weren't sure if they were going to be able to, you know, go to the courthouse again. They weren't sure if they would be able to go to the courthouse and get the judge to understand that this person or the occupation or whatever it is, you know, and whatever the support they have, it's like you don't even care anymore. Where's the till death do us part? It's underneath here. You don't even care anymore. You're not letting this control you. You'll pay what they will pay, whatever, just to get out of this contract. Just to get out of this contract. And that's where the unsure energy came in at, because the justice card in reverse. Sorry, I have to catch my breath. But the justice card in reverse is letting you know that excuse me. Okay. I'm breathing in. You know, it's like they feel punished. They feel like they're being punished, you know? And so that's what it would be if it was in reverse. And in the upright, it's just like, you know, consequences of their actions. But this is feel like they're being punished. So they're just like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I just want this to be over. I just wanted this to be over. Wait, I don't know the song. Keisha Cole's. I do know it, but there you have it. I can't sing it today. Anyway, it won't come out right. But that's just what it is. And so, yeah, this is the new opportunity, a cup of love, the Page of Cups energy. And then also, yeah, they're not going to struggle anymore, et cetera, is on by you know who. But the Five of Pentacles is here. They've been struggling on making decisions. That's why it needs clarity, you know. But the opportunities, the with the Page of Cups energy, you know, the opportunities, the affection, and the invitations are there. They just have to get out of that other side of worried about, you know, what's right in the court system or whatever. And so that's just how I see it. This person didn't make a move. We're clarifying the Five of Pentacles. This person didn't make a move because they were afraid of what would happen. Yeah, see, listen to this. The insight and knowledge to know what's causing sadness. This person knew what was causing them sadness, and they turned around and they were afraid to deal with the situation. They were afraid to even get any kind of resolution, because they didn't know if, you know, what the financial aspects would be. But then they started to see, when you removed your energy and start setting boundaries, both mentally, physically, emotionally, and sexually. And you know, they realized that you were the person. No cards really want to come out, but they realized you were the person that, you know, meant everything to them. And you know, your caring, loving, loyal, understanding self, and motivating them to do what was right for themselves, even though, you know, they were trying to do what was best for the situation. Yeah, they had to end it because it was causing them anxiety. Tower energy says, let me find it. It says, sometimes, hold on, I have to move this. It says sometimes you need to tear down Sometimes, oh wait, excuse me, star energy. Sometimes you need to tear down the limiting structures you have built for yourself to move forward, rebuild better, stronger, and wiser. And that is what they did. But clarifying the tower and the nine of swords energy, it was causing them sleepless nights and anxiety. And therefore, when it came to that energy, having the insight and knowledge to know, they were just like, you know what, break the contract. Whatever it is, break the contract, set up some new contracts. Yeah, you only live once. The yellow energy is back out here, my Drake energy. You only live once. Be bold, be fearless, do what you love. That's my Drake energy. And when it comes to being a true leader leads from the heart, inspires others to do more, dream bigger, and be better. And so that is what they had to do. They had to look at things and for the betterment of themselves, their peace, their energy. And when it comes to, yeah, in order to have your happiness, the carefree, harmonious, happy love, and to have the Ace of Pentacles energy, which is, joy and happiness again, So in order to have that, they had to understand what was causing them to feel less than, to feel backstabbed, and to feel like there were sudden endings and everything, and to feel like a failure because they at one point probably were Emperor type energy, Aries energy. They were stability. They were stability. They were stable. They were authoritative. And able to do things that normally others probably couldn't do. Business minded, but it was stopping them from. This situation was stopping them from receiving their rewards. Their happiness. Nina, their dreams, going after their dreams, and their dreams had to do with you. And again, I tell you guys, don't make permanent decisions on temporary emotions because that's basically what it is. And so moving forward, I'm going to pull from the 100 ways of when to win at love. If I can find it. Hold on. Oh, here. No. Okay, this is it, I think. Yeah, this is it. Because again, you can't let things or people or contracts or money control you. Sometimes I get it, when it comes to certain situations, but you have to strategically do things and follow up and cross your T's and dot your I's when it comes to a situationship, a relationship, a friendship, a business, anything. And so when you let people control you mentally, physically, and financially, then there you have it. That is when you become miserable and you lose other opportunities that are in front of you. Maybe the problem is you. This is 100 way to win at love. It says it takes two to tango, but if you're simply blaming them, you're doomed to make the same mistakes until you learn and grow from your failed relationship. So again, this could be something, and this could be why you might be going back or they might be coming back. One of the two. Your independence is a term for them. It says they will enjoy seeing you as your own person and more likely to chase you if you don't bend over backwards to please them. Maintain your independence. And so that is what I say all the time. You know, you have to make sure you're looking out for yourself at the end of the day. You can't worry about what somebody else is doing. And when you start doing that and obsessively becoming a codependent, not they are codependent. You become the codependent because you don't have your own. And that's when it becomes looking at things and listen to respectfully Melanie Beattie, codependent no more, to see what I mean by that, what the codependent energy and relationships are. It's a lot, 9 times out of 10, it's us being codependent on their energy. So that is that, and us trying to take care, solve, be there for them. And then sometimes when you just have to remove your energy and become independent, your own person who blocks yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, and asks the universe to help you, then people see things at a new light. It says anger to love. Let that angry energy morph into loving energy and create something with it. There is something powerful about creating something from your anger, and that's what you're doing. Leave the past in the past. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment, the YOLO energy, right? So basically the Drake energy, or not holding on to the past. Don't assume that what happened in the past will happen again. What's past is the past. Rehashing old wounds will only poison the future. Let it go. So if you're planning on doing anything with this situation, let go of that old energy. If they move forward, even if it took them whatever, how many years that you were waiting, almost 9 or 10 years, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Each Pentacle is equivalent to a year. If you're willing to go back to that situation, you cannot hold on to the past. The amethyst, my favorite, they're all around my house. They're all wherever they are. But let's listen. The amethyst says purification, spirituality, and protection. This deals with your third eye chakra and your crown chakra. Your third eye chakra is your intuition, perception, and your understanding. Your crown chakra is your spirituality, your selflessness, and your wisdom. It says, infinite possibilities are available to me. So, again, infinite possibilities are available to me. These three cards here said, maybe you're the problem, angry to love, leave the past behind, and your independence. This is all about you looking at things in a different perspective, you worrying about yourself, and you taking that anger that you have for this person and the reason why they're staying stagnant and staying for so long or being in a situation or being a certain way for so long. Take that negative energy or that angry energy and put it into yourself. So now let's let go of this energy. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. I love you guys.